was just talking to myself on YouTube, but that's okay. If you are looking for the demo, the YouTube demo should be live now, and I just said it. Oops, I said it out loud. That's the red app, if you were wondering. Let me turn my sound down so I don't like hear myself talking in the background. But I just did this so I can see comments. Ask your questions about nail design studio, and I'm gonna pin that comment. What the fuck was that? Who did that? Who said that? I just commented from my personal account. Yeah, I can hear way too much of my neighbors. But anywho, if you're looking to look at the demo and see what my screen is looking like, I'm doing the demo over there. I guess I gotta tap my screen because, like, I'm trying to get the people who usually show up over here to show up over there because I don't have TikTok to be playing in my face about, everything. Everything is an issue. Everything seems to be an issue. Welcome to the live. If you do not know who I am Orlando Nail Tech, also known as the Techie Nail Tech. I am also live on the Red app. So if you want to see me share the screen with the demo, please follow me over there. I am also Orlando Nail Tech over there. So that's where you can find me. I'm just trying to get some more people in the room to see what we're working with. Um, Top viewers. I have nobody on there. Okay, so that's okay. Anywho, I just commented on YouTube for my thing. So we are in Nail Design Studio on YouTube. I'm gonna just say it out loud. F it. I'm showing you the live version of the app. So this is literally how the app works, how it looks. Every feature that I'm about to show you is already live in the app. If I have time at the end, I will show you all the features of the app that are pending. So there's some features that are coming up on this weekend. So what is today? Thursday? Saturday, the new update comes and you can see it live there. So what I have here on your screen is a set that I literally just created like 5 minutes before I went live. That's how fast you can create sets in here. It is a bandana set, a bandana French set. So I did the base colors really fast. I did the French tip really fast. I can actually copy everything to both hands and get that done, get it printed out in like 5 minutes. So I'm gonna redo this and I'm gonna start it start to finish for everybody who's watching me on the Red app. If you are on TikTok and you can't see what I'm doing, go ahead and follow me over there on the Red app. And I'm live right now sharing my screen. So you can see everything that I'm doing. If you're like, wait, I want to see the Nail Design Studio and I want to see the live demo. I just made an executive decision today. I'm not showing the screen anymore on TikTok. They've been giving me too many problems. Thank you for the likes, Miss Florville. Appreciate you. They've been giving me too many issues with sharing my screen on live on TikTok. So now I am just going to do it on the Red app. So find me over there. Same name, Orlando Nail Tech, all one word. Okay, let's get into it, YouTube. So we're going to recreate that set I just did. I'm going to even leave the shape the same. So we are doing an almond French tip bandana design. We're going to do that really fast. So it is 7:07. I'm going to see how fast we can make this happen. So the first thing we need to do is we need to do our French tip. Now, the French tip feature in Nail Design Studio, you are able to use just a plain color as your French tip, or you can upload an image. I'm going to upload an image, and I already got my image saved in here, and you can see it right there on that French tip. You can also adjust how high your French tip smile line curve is. So yeah, you can play around with that. You can rotate your image, zoom in, zoom out, move it around. You can do all of that. And then I'm gonna just put that on all nails. Okay, so I put it on all nails. Now, if I wanna move my bandana around because I want it to show up differently, you can still zoom in, zoom out, and move it how you want to. And if you want all the other nails to match it, all you need to do is click copy image. Well, we didn't finish it yet. Hold on, let's do our base color. So we're gonna do a pink base, or like a really pale pink, and we're gonna click done. Now we're gonna copy image, and we're gonna select the thumb, and we're gonna copy it to all 10 nails. And literally at 7:07 I started that, and at 7:08 I have a full set of nails that are all the same. Do we love it? That was super fast. How long would that have taken you to do on Canva or on Procreate? Probably a long time. Just saying. So yeah, that is how you would do that super fast. That is just one of the features that we have. The copy image, copy hand. You can do all of that. So I'm gonna clear this out. I'm just click clear all at the bottom, and I'm gonna go to my. I'm just gonna refresh and get rid of that. So we're gonna go back to the single nail view. I'm going to show you another feature. Single nail view will allow you to put up to 3 images on one nail. So if I want a base layer, let's just say I want my base layer to be some money. So I'm going to type dollar in the search. Now this search is built in to the app, so you don't have to go finding your own pictures if you don't want to. You can pick from the images that are in the search, or you can leave them. I'm going to pick this one because I have another bandana image I want to put on here, and I think it would be funny. So I'm gonna put it on the left middle finger, and I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so his eye is still visible, and then I'm gonna put a bandana over his eye. That's gonna be our second layer. So the second layer is a bandana, and we're gonna use the search again. So I'm just clear out dollar, and then I'm gonna put bandana. You can see I searched for that already. This one looks like the kind that you would put over your mouth or over your eye. So I'm just gonna put that over his eye, and that's gonna be our second layer. You can make that transparent so you can like barely see his eye if you want to, or you can make it completely like how that is. And I'm gonna zoom out so it's smaller and so you can see more of the face, I guess. And that is how you would layer. You can do up to 3 different images in one single nail. I'm gonna open it up so you can see it. And you can still use this with the copy image feature. If you want to copy that middle finger to all 10 nails, you totally can do that. You can also hit undo and undo everything you did and put it back blank, okay? Now, for the people who don't know, you can use any shape that is available in here. There is round, there is almond, there is duck, there's coffin, there's square, stiletto. Thank you for liking the live over on TikTok. If you are on TikTok and you want to actually see what I'm doing, find me on the red app, Orlando Nail Tech, all one word. We are almost at 1,000 likes on TikTok. All right, so we have our stiletto. It is there. We love that. That's my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. And then you can also mix shapes. So I'm gonna just show you that while we're here, while we're in this. Let's put it back on square right quick. I'm gonna put it on square, and I want the pinky to be stiletto. I'm gonna click mix. There is a drop down right here. If you click the drop down for stiletto, or you select the option for stiletto, it will mix the shapes. So now you have 4 square nails and 1 stiletto. If you don't want it, you just click the mix button again and it goes away. Speaking of clicking, you can use this on an iPad, a laptop, a phone, anything that has an internet connection and a screen. You can use this on. You do not need a special device. You don't have to download anything, so it won't take up any space. You'll be good to go. All right. Thank you for joining the live on TikTok. If you want to see what I'm talking about and the screen that I'm sharing, you can find me over on the red app as Orlando Nail Tech, all one word. I have the same username. I would say you can go to my profile to find the link, but TikTok has made it super hard to click links now. So if you just want to go into your red app and find me by my username, it's probably faster. So that is the shape feature. You also can change the length. We have extra short, short, medium, long, extra long, and you can also mix the lengths. So let's do that. Let's click the mix button. And if you do the same thing, it'll pop up with the different lengths, and you can change it how you want to. So if you're doing a press on set for a braider and you want to make sure you got your concept down and you know that these 2 nails are going to be shorter, so all of your images have to be shorter, that is what that's good for. Let me just pause too. So if anybody is not aware, I am previewing and demoing my app that I created called Nail Design Studio. Just want to know how to keep the design the right size when, let me see what the rest of the comment is, when you download the image. Okay, so when you download the image, if you come over on the red app, I can show you on the screen in real time. But essentially, there's a ruler in there, and that is going to give you your millimeters. So if you have it set to 100 on the zoom, that's exactly how big it's going to print out on your piece of paper. Now, if you zoom in more, it's going to print out bigger. but the ruler will help you know exactly how big your image is going to be. But if you come over on the red app, I can't say what it's called, but you know, y'all know the red app. You know, the blue app is Facebook. You know, the one with the clock is the TikTok app, the clock app, as they say. So come find me on the red app and I can show you in real time how you can make sure that everything is sized properly. And like I said, if we got time, I'm going to show you one of the new features that's going to make it even easier to know how to size everything. She said, "I got it. Thank you." Okay, yeah. Come join me, and I'll show you what to do and what to look for. Okay, but yeah, if you guys want to do any sets where you're mixing shapes or mixing lengths, you also can mix them at the same time. If I click that mix button again, whoops, now I'm trying to upload an image, child. So let me click off mix. Let me click on it again. We're gonna change our shape first, and then we're gonna change our length second. Okay, so we're gonna go short on the index and the thumbnail, child. I cannot talk. All right, so we have our different lengths here. So you want to mix everything, you totally can mix everything. So let's get some stuff in here. I'm gonna take both of these off. I want to do a spread because I just want to demonstrate what she was asking about. So there's two ways to do a spread. You can obviously click the spread button in the toolbar and upload any image you want to and spread it across 4 nails or 5 nails. What am I saying? Or you can do the image search again and you can use whatever you find in here across all 5 nails. So what do we want to do? Let's just use a quick search and do marble because I just want to show her essentially what I was just saying on TikTok. I'm just going to pick a random marble. I'm going to put it on all 5 nails, and then we're going to go to our print preview. So what I was telling her was the ruler situation. So right now our zoom is set to 100. So this is what the decals are going to print out on your paper. Like this is the sizing. This is actually 100% zoom. We are on letter. If you're using decal paper, you always want to make sure your page size is set to letter, although you can change it to other sizes if you want to. Put it in portrait mode, and you have your nails that you have right here. Now, if you want to zoom in just so you can see better what you're doing, there is a zoom up here, but make sure it's on 100 so you can see exactly how it's going to print, because that's going to be the actual size. Okay, and then this ruler that we have here, you can literally put that up against your decals to make sure they're the right length and width and all of that stuff. Hey, Kiana. Girl, I am live on the red app because TT was really playing earlier, and I don't know if you noticed, maybe you noticed, but they have this new thing now where they're making people like copy and paste your link in bio. So like it's making it harder for people to get to where they're trying to go. And I feel like it's a problem personally, because the more clicks people have to do, the harder it is and the more they're going to drop off and get annoyed. So yeah, I'm on the red app doing my demo that I usually get on here and do. But anyway, so y'all, if you want to see it up close, you can move the ruler, you can see the millimeter markings, and all of that will be their actual size. And then you would just hit print or download PDF. Now you can print directly from the app or you can download. I always recommend doing a test page before you actually print on your decal paper because decal paper is expensive and they don't give you that many sheets. So, make sure you're measuring everything and putting it on a test sheet of regular paper first. Know what I'm saying? And I can see you guys' comments on YouTube. I'm not supposed to say that. On the red app. So if you have a comment or another question, just drop it in the chat on the red app and I will answer your question. Okay. There are some new features coming for the print preview for decals though, because this is good, but I felt like it could be better and I'm always working on this app. I literally work on it every single day to make it as amazing as possible. But for now, you can do that. That's one way you can make sure your stuff is sized properly. I'm going to show you the second way. So let me clear out all of those and we're going to go into our tip library. The tip library has a few manufacturers in here. Popular manufacturers for press-on tips are in here. So Apres, Beetles, Novo, Ovo, and this other one I can't pronounce. There are going to be more added. I'll add them as fast as I can. Thank you guys for the likes on the red app. I appreciate you guys. Um, thank you so much. I gotta say the red app. I gotta get used to saying the red app because I'm usually, you know, I'll just want to say it. But yeah, whatever's in here, you can pick the type that you're using. I'm gonna just go with natural coffin medium. This actually gives you the actual manufacturer sizes. So a 00 in a Prey natural coffin medium, it has the millimeters right up under that. And if you, for instance, know that your client's thumb is a 0, you can click the 0 and apply it to the thumb. Wait, up. Okay, there it is. Make sure it's highlighted yellow, then apply it to whatever nail you want to apply it to. And if you know their index is a 3, you can keep going and so on and so forth. If you don't know what sizes they are, you can click auto suggest sizes and it will pop them in there and you can hit apply. So now you see it changed it from my square that I had there and it put the actual sizes in here. It suggested the sizes, and if you look, the thumb has its millimeter sizing right there. The index has its millimeter sizing. The middle has its millimeter sizing, and the same with the ring and the pinky. So that's another way you can know that whatever you put on here is going to actually generate properly. I'm going to just find something else to put in here. Let's just put leopard print or something. Let's do this hot pink. I'm going to use that and I'm going to just put it on all the nails. Okay. So it looks a little crazy right now, but that's okay. Your measurements are there, and when you print it out, it's going to be correct. You can also do a PDF preview print and click the true to size button, and it's going to show you on there what it would look like. You can still use the tile repeat feature on that too. But yeah, so again, I think I would recommend for sure. She said, thank you for showing the demo because I want to print some stuff out. You are really welcome. I appreciate you. But yeah, so that's one way. Well, that's one way to do it. And I'm also working on some different options for printing decals because I've seen a lot of our users so far are definitely using this to do decals. And I want it to be like an amazing resource for everybody, to make the process easier. I want you to be able to make stuff fast. You know, if you want to do a whole set of these, make it super fast, copying and pasting, all of that. Another feature that's in here that a lot of people love is the feature where you can write on top of the nail right in the app. So you don't have to download this and start writing on it in Canva. You can literally open up this pen tool. Now you can drag this around the screen however you want to, just to get it out of your way or bring it into view or whatever. You choose a color, you choose your drawing tool up here, and then you get started. So I'm using my mouse, so I'm not going to draw anything fancy. I'm not going to be for real. But you can draw on literally all of your nail tips like as if you were writing. So you can draw pictures, you can write letters, all of that stuff. I'm going to clear that out and show you guys the airbrush feature. So for all you people who like to do aura nails, you can do that. I usually like to make it bigger and make it a little more transparent. And then you can see right here, it's super transparent. I could give it a little more juice. But yeah, then you have your aura nail, or you could use that as airbrush too. So I'm going to hit clear all on that. There is a glitter effect. So let me get out of there. I want to actually show that better. It's not going to show up that well with that leopard print in there. I'm just being honest. So I'm going to do like a red glitter. I'm going to change that to red, and I'm going to open my pen tool up and hit glitter, and I'm going to change my color. There's a color picker in the pen tool, so you can make the brushes in here any color you want them to be. I'm going to take that opacity off and I'm going to make it big, and then you have your glitter effect. You can also upload an image or search an image. So if you wanted to do a glitter, let's just say I want to use the image search and do glitter, and I'm going to do red glitter and see what we find. Okay, there's some random stuff in here. I'm just going to pick one and I'm going to say use this image, and I'm going to put it on. Now what finger was that I just did? Was it the middle finger? I don't even know, y'all. I forgot what finger that fast. It was the left ring finger. I'm sorry, the left index. My bad. Anywho, because it goes like this, and you can see me on YouTube, but it goes like this. Your thumb is over on this side, and then yeah. Anyway, but yeah, you can upload an image. Global transform was on. That's why everything moved. So there's that. The pen tool also has the star flare. I like that a lot. You can change the size, of course, and when you use it, it puts little stars all over whatever, or big stars if you want big stars. I'm going to clear that out, all of that out. Okay. So that's the pen tool. That is a live feature. Let's see, I got a few more minutes on here. Let me see if we can get into my test side and show you what's coming up in Saturday's update. So yeah, if y'all ready to see that, let's see it here. So I'm gonna actually upload my code because I downloaded it earlier. There we go. It is loaded. Let me show y'all the preview of what is coming in this update. So remember I said there's gonna be even better ways to do your decals. There's going to be even better ways to do your decals. So let me do a quick spread right fast. I feel like spread is the fastest way to like get something on the nail if you want to. And I didn't show y'all the spread feature anyway. So what it does is it takes one image and spreads it across several nails at a time. You can choose how many nails you want it to go across. I'm just gonna let it go across all the nails on the left hand and I'm gonna apply the nails. Okay, so we have our set right there. Now, what is coming in the update on Saturday is this new print option called decal sheet. So this is especially for the decal users, the decal makers, the decal users, the people who sell decals, all of that. There's gonna be a new print option. You can see it down here, it's purple. It says decal sheet multi-project. Why does it say multi-project? Because now if you have different projects that you've saved, you can put them all on one printout for your decal sheets. I'm still tweaking it. There's a couple things I got to do to it before it gets in the update, but this is coming up. So we can do our sets one by one. We can go ahead and add them in. Whatever view we were on up here is going to appear in our preview. You still have your ruler, so you can still measure them. You can continue adding from a different project. So earlier I did a project where there was a bunny on a spread going all the way across. And then I did a different one that was another one going all the way across. So now our print preview is the bunny on the spread. The bunny, I'm sorry, not the bunny on the spread. Our print preview has 3 different decal projects in one piece of paper. So you could print this off, you could do a test run, or you could just walk on the wild side and do your first print on a decal sheet. But yeah, so you can totally add new and old projects to the same piece of paper in the same printout. So that is an amazing feature that's coming. The ruler is still going to be there. You can hide it or show it. That's going to help you make sure everything is measured correctly. Like I said, I'm tweaking it a little bit still, but if you saved say for instance, you have a project like this where I saved it as a square nail, and then the project I'm working on now is stiletto, they're going to be whatever you saved it as. So you don't have to worry about like readjusting or starting over or trying to fix it. If you want some square ones and some stiletto ones, however you saved your other projects, you can load them into here and then you can print. You can print right from here. If I click print PDF, it's going to open up a print window. There it is. There's the print window. And if your printer is hooked up, you can literally click print from there. So that is one of the features that is coming in Saturday's update. There's another feature that's coming in Saturday's update. And let me go to my left hand. Well, let me go to my right hand. And I'm going to show you what that feature is. So we're going to open up our pen tool again. And if you are paying attention and you notice now, there is a text feature that is coming. So before you could not add text to a nail, you kind of would just have to thug it out and, I don't know, do whatever. But now you can either write on the nail or you can actually add text. So let me give these nails some background colors before we keep going. What color do we want to make it? Let's make it black because I want this to show up really good. And I'm going to apply it to all the nails. Okay, so all of our nails are black. And then we're going to open up our pen tool one more time. Oh, we made it to 1,000 likes on TikTok. That's what's up. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and click on text. So now you can see there are 4 preloaded text or font options. And I'm not going to read them off. They're in there. They'll be in there. And then there's this one down here that I actually uploaded. Yes, when this update is released, you will be able to upload a font of your own if you want to. If you hover over it, it'll tell you what are the acceptable file types for your fonts. So if you're the type of person that's into that and you know what to do, then you know what font types you can use. I'm going to click the upload font just to show you that it'll only show you the ones that are compatible. They'll be the only ones you can click on when you're trying to upload. So this is a dripping marker font, and it is a true type font, and I'm just gonna click it. It shows in there twice now because I had already uploaded this before, but that's okay. So I'm gonna choose my font. Well, I actually just got rid of it, but that's okay. I'm gonna choose my font, and I'm gonna type Orlando Nail Tech because I already had it in there. You can size it in here, or you can size it once it gets onto the nail. We are on the right hand. I'm gonna put it on the right thumb. So RT means right thumb. And then you say stamp it on the nail. Oh, you can also change the color. It was black, so let's make sure it's the right color. Now I'm gonna stamp it on the nail. So let me close my pen tool so you can see. And now it is on the nail. There is text on the nail now. So this is an update that's coming this Saturday. You can make it larger, you can rotate it so it will fit on the nail, and you can still drag it around the nail if you want to so you can see it. If you're like, I don't really like that font, I didn't mean to click that, you can click one of the other ones and it will change the font. Okay, and you can always open up your pen tool again and readjust things if you want to. But yes, now you'll be able to add text with this new update. So that is another feature that's on the way. And then the final feature, I'm making really good time. It's 7:29. Our final feature is the new effects button. So it is still a work in progress. I'm working on it. It should be done and ready to use by Saturday when I drop the update. And if you already have Nail Design Studio, you will get an email. I'm going through everybody to make sure everybody is subscribed to emails because for some reason, even if you purchase for whatever reason, it wasn't subscribing you guys. But I send out an email every time there's an update so you know exactly what's happening, what's new. I do a tutorial video on all the new features. But there's going to be an effects library that I am adding this coming Saturday. What is going to have stuff like 3D flowers. There will be rhinestones. If I can get the chrome to behave, because I've been playing around with it, if I can get it to behave, the chrome will be in there too, and maybe even cat eye. But let's not push it. We are going to definitely have the different flowers though. So how this works as of right now, you click the nail you want to put it on. I'm going to put it on the right index finger. I'm going to leave it as, well, I'm going to leave it as red for now. And I'm going to click the rose and I'm going to click done. So as you can see now, the rose is on the nail. Okay. I think I do want to make it to where you can rotate that, and that may end up being a fourth layer if you want it to be. But right now, that's how it's looking. So that's going to be one of the effects. You also have the daisy. The daisy will keep the white petals, and the middle will only change color. So if I change it to purple and put it on the right index finger and click done. Now, wait a minute. Now, where did you go? Let's do right index. Let's do purple, and let's do the daisy. Okay, there's the daisy. Okay, so you'll see if you change your color, the middle of the flower will be purple if that's what you changed it to. So that's feature number 3 that is coming with this update. And then feature number 4 is really more about convenience for everybody else. People are always asking me what paper I recommend. I recommend water slide decal paper by Koala. So now that is actually going to be linked right in the Nail Design Studio app. So you don't have to go trying to hunt the link down or trying to find what I said or try to remember what I said any of the times that you might have caught me live. And the same thing with the printer recommendations. This will take you right to those pages. I'll open it in a new tab just so you can see if it's going to load. It's taking all day. There it is. That is the paper I recommend. Koala No Spray Water Slide Decal Paper for inkjet and laser printers. So you can get 5 sheets or you can get 20 sheets. I would say get 20 sheets if you are going to be selling decals to people. Maybe get 5 sheets just to see if you like it or if you're just kind of doing it as a hobby. Okay. And the printer recommendations, the same thing. It'll literally take you to the printer recommendations. All right. There's also an events link where you can see what is coming up next, and the past classes and replays also will be linked there. There is a nail decal class that I am considering hosting. So if you are interested in that, you can also find that in my profile if you're able to get to it. And you can just sign up on the interest list. If I get enough people interested, the class will go forward and you will get an email with all the class details, including the pricing and what all it includes, and you'll have replay access too. But yeah, so that will be in the update on Saturday, as well as a way to get back to the website. So I do sell other stuff. I do have other stuff other than this app. So if you're like, oh, I want to see what else she has, the website will be linked there too. So you can literally just go back to orlandonailtech.com and browse around and see everything. But yeah, y'all, some updates. I'm using the app on the iPad mini as a way I can move the watch by our tutorial links. I see it's not showing on screen. Could it be because of my device? Um, you mean like just drag the actual container around? So basically, if you're on whatever device, you're going to have to kind of scroll outside on the edge of the page to scroll the whole thing so you can see it. Or are you asking, is there a way to like hide it and show it so you can kind of keep it out of the way until you're ready to look at it? Let me make sure I'm understanding you correctly before I say all of that. But yeah, I totally can put that on the list for things to update if it's giving you problems, or because I don't want anybody to have a problem. The whole goal is for everybody to be using this on any device that they want to use it on. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me know if you mean can you show and hide it, or if it's just like you want to move it down the page so you can see your nail decals a little better, or your frames better. I feel like I'm fumbling over my words today. I don't know what that's about. She said, yes, hide the YouTube tutorial link. So right now there's no way to hide it, but I can definitely put that on my list of things to add. Let me find my ink pen. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to put it on my sticky note here. Show or hide tutorial link. Because I know exactly what you're saying. Sometimes it lightweight is in the way. And I have to like kind of use my scrolling on the outer edge of the screen to make it scroll the way I want it to scroll and make it get out of my way. So yeah, I think I am going to add like a show or hide button. I might even put it in our new, the new menu at the top. So I can maybe just do a tutorial, a link to the tutorial playlist, which is basically hosted on my YouTube anyway. But yeah, I think it would be easier for me to just remove it and get it out of the way. So it's not it's not a hindrance when you're trying to design stuff, because I know exactly what you're saying, and it should not matter what device you're on. It's just sometimes it just is in the way. But yeah, I can totally add that to the menu. I think that would be an easier way to get to the tutorials, and then it won't mess up your designing process and, cause you any issues there. But thank y'all for whoever joined on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. I will be doing all of my tutorials from the Red app from now on, because TikTok has officially PO'd me, and I'm over it. So they have officially pissed me off. So I'll be doing all the tutorials on, this app. Y'all already know the tutorial playlist I put on this app anyway. So it just really makes sense for me to share my screen so you guys can see a little bit better and all of that. But I still go live on TikTok because a lot of people found me on TikTok, and I don't want them to be like, well, dang, she don't come on here anymore. And it's like, I'll come on here, but sharing the screen on the Red app. But thanks for joining, everybody. The update is happening Saturday. If you know somebody that is interested in the app, send them to the playlist so they can watch it. Yes, please subscribe. I appreciate you. If you know somebody interested, send them over to the playlist so they can watch the tutorials and see how it works. And there'll be some deals. I usually will do a deal on TT Live, but if you are on my YouTube channel, there is a coupon code in the description of the video. So you can just go use that coupon code if you want to save something and try it out. There is still a lifetime deal, so you can get lifetime access to the app, and never have to pay anything ever again, no matter how many updates I do. So if I were you, I would jump on it if you have not jumped on it already. And I will see y'all next time. Take care, TikTok, and take care, YouTube. Bye, y'all.